Everybody, welcome back to Hotel Monaco and PTS Dan. How we doing?
Dan.
I'm Dan.
I'm doing good. Thanks, John.
So let's talk about some self-awareness things. And this comes out when I was early on in sales. Somebody came to me and said, "Look, John, you're not going to be great at everything. The things you struggle with, you need to figure out how to bring into a tolerance band, or you need to find somebody else to do them for you and focus on what you are really good at." But what he told me was it's really hard to be self-aware and self-assess and admit that you're not good at something. And that took me a while to figure out. But can you talk about that self-awareness and understanding those things that you need to get better at or figure out another way to tackle?
In the world of sales, the main reason we think we lose sales is due to price.
Yes.
That is true partially, but there's a host of reasons why,
Yes.
other than just price. The question is, how do you figure that out? How do you know what that is? When I first started my Sandler career, I had this whiteboard in my office, and I used to write down every sale I lost. And I wrote down the amount of how much that cost me. But the most important part of that is I figured out, listening or rethinking that sales call, where did I make mistakes? What did I do that I need to improve upon? And I wrote that stuff down. And the list got pretty long because I lost a lot of sales early on. I lost a lot of money. That's depressing in itself. But patterns started to emerge. Hey, I wasn't doing this right. I wasn't doing that right. And so then it was like, all right, now that that's happening, how do I correct that? So I reached out to other Sandler people and said, here's what's happening. What do you recommend? And they gave me tips and hints, and I started doing that. So let me give you an example, and these numbers aren't completely accurate, but the idea is.
Sure.
Early on, my sales close was about 20%. That sucks, right? Now, I started tracking all this stuff, working on it. I got it up to 67%. 2 out of every 3 cold calls would end in a sale for me. So there's the significant difference. And at the end of the day, John, it's not about a lot of big things. It's the subtle things. It's the little things that really make a difference.
Yeah, and it's tough with cold calls because I think oftentimes when it doesn't go the way we want it to go, we look for excuses, reasons, whatever the case may be, and usually it's us. And that's hard to come to grips with at times. It's hard to admit that I'm the problem and I need to make these changes and adjustments or I'm just going to continue to get the same results I'm getting. But it's tough to do.
It's so funny. Well, why do we in sales, and I've done this, we get the sale, we're like, yeah, I'm the best, man. I'm great, right? And we lose the sale, it's like, oh, that prospect was horrible.
Right.
And we blame them, right? Oh, they're praised, blah, blah, blah. It's our fault, too. There's no bad prospects, only bad salespeople.
There we go. On that note, have a great day.
Take care.